Father Terrance, and how can I know if I've genuinely forgiven someone? Well, the first question that I would ask is, are you willing to pray for that person? Whether you feel like praying for them or not, are you willing to do so? If you are, it's a good sign. Also, do I have vengeful thoughts towards them, wanting to pay them back? Do I still complain about what they've done? Do I carry around any bitterness towards them? If they're still alive, do I truly wish that they would have a changed life? Do I want and pray for their eternal salvation? Am I willing to have masses said for them? Can I see the other person as in need of God's mercy as I am? If the answer is no to any of those questions, then we still have work to do in regards to forgiveness. Back to work, as they used to say. Forgiveness isn't just like flipping a switch or pressing a button and ta-da, everything's fine, right? Forgiveness can be an ongoing process. I tell people that it can be like a boomerang. Every time I feel or sense unforgiveness in me, I throw that boomerang to God, right? I offer it to Him, and then what happens with a boomerang? You throw it, and then what happens? Usually it comes right back to you, right? You offer up your feelings and your heart, unforgiveness towards the Lord, then maybe a little while later, those negative thoughts and feelings just come right back. I tell people, keep throwing them back to God, offering them to Him in prayer whenever you're struggling with unforgiveness. Eventually, you'll get to the point where you throw the boomerang to Him, and He'll grab it, and it won't come back. It won't come back. It's important to remember also that the devil, who's the enemy of all good, the enemy of our soul, the devil does not want us to forgive. He wants us to be miserable and hateful, just like he is. St. Paul says in 2 Corinthians 2, verses 10 through 11, that anyone whom you forgive, I also forgive. What I have forgiven, if I have forgiven anything, has been for your sake in the presence of Christ, to keep Satan from gaining the advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his ways. So Satan gains an upper hand on us when we hold on to unforgiveness. He can blind our hearts when we fail to follow Jesus' commandments. He is the liar who is opposed to God. He's the serpent who deceived Eve and who continues to deceive people. St. Paul says in 2 Corinthians 11:14 that even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. We are not unaware of Satan's ways or his purposes, St. Paul says. So the devil works to sow division and discord and unforgiveness and anger and hatred among God's people. And when we choose not to forgive, we're serving his purposes, not God's purposes. In her booklet, June Hunt gives a good side-by-side comparison between forgiveness and unforgiveness. She says, unforgiveness allows a root of bitterness to grow. Forgiveness keeps a root of bitterness from growing. Unforgiveness opens a door to Satan in your life. Forgiveness closes the door to Satan in your life. Unforgiveness causes you to walk in darkness. Forgiveness brings you into the light. Unforgiveness is of Satan. Forgiveness is of God. Unforgiveness reflects a godless heart. Forgiveness reflects a godly heart. Unforgiveness makes you captive to sin. Forgiveness frees you. Unforgiveness grieves the Spirit of God. Forgiveness is empowered by the Spirit of God. And just as a side note here, a final note, forgiveness does not always exclude wanting justice. I think we've said this before. The Lord is just and loves just deeds, the psalmist says in Psalm 11, verse 7. And God says in Isaiah 61:8, for I, the Lord, love justice. I hate robbery and wrongdoing. And St. Paul says in Romans 2:6 that God will, quote, repay everyone according to their works, according to what they've done. So I can want a just outcome to a situation, but I can still extend forgiveness in my heart to the guilty party and pray for them, which we need to do for everyone. guilty or unguilty, against us. We have to pray for everyone. I'm Father Terrance. Ave Maria. Thank you very much for listening. I hope some of that was helpful. Please keep me in your prayers, and I'll keep you in mine as well. God bless you and take care.